Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. If it is your first time here, hi and welcome. I would love for you to join my YouTube family and subscribe right here before we get started. Today's video is going to be all about my light makeup routine. This look right here has been one of my most highly requested looks to recreate because it is so fresh, it's clean, it's soft, it's just enough makeup, and one of those looks that I feel my absolute best in. And I think the reason why that is because my complexion looks incredible, and it's thanks to a new foundation from Nars that I have been loving, which is the light reflecting foundation. Today's video is in partnership with Nars, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything you need to know about this foundation, the benefits that it does for your skin. It's not just a foundation, it's actually powered by skincare. So there's so many benefits to it in the way your skin's going to look immediately, but also down the line of wearing it as well. So I'm really excited to dive into this and tell you guys everything you need to know about it. So if you want to hear about that, you want to see how it goes on, and obviously get the look, continue watching. And before we get started, as always, please subscribe to my channel if you are not. Also be sure to turn on the notification bell so you are alerted anytime I upload a video. And then also follow me on all my social media accounts. I have Instagram, I have TikTok, and that's pretty much about it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and just dive right into today's video. So number one most important step with makeup, and you guys should know this by now, is that's right, prep the skin. Prepping the skin is key, it's important. It's the number one thing I have to do before I get into any of my makeup looks. So off camera, I've already exfoliated my skin. I've added my toner, my serum, my moisturizer. And lastly, I'm gonna go in with just an oil. So I'm gonna be mixing actually two products together. I have right here the Super Goop Daily Dose Hydra Ceramide Boost Oil. And then I also have the Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzi Sunshine Drops. And you can actually mix this into any product, sunscreen, serum, moisturizer, oil. So I'm gonna do 2 drops onto my hand, and then I'm gonna do 1 drop of the oil, mix it in. It should look like this, and I'm just gonna work it all over. You're gonna see immediately that the Deep Bronzi drops adds a subtle sun-kissed glow to my skin. I am not someone that lays out and puts my face in the sun. So for that reason, I love using drops like this that are gonna add that glow without causing any damage to my skin. So for this makeup look, I like to keep my primers really simple. Nothing is gonna be mattifying, just something to add a little bit of a grip to the skin. So I'm gonna go in with the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. And for this, I'm only gonna add 1 pump onto my skin. So I strike at the areas where I need the primer at the most, and from there, just lightly spread it out throughout the skin. So now let's move into the light reflecting foundation. By the way, I use the shade Stromboli, which is all my shades I use in the Nars foundation. I'm gonna add some to my hand and then onto my beauty blender. So this is going to instantly blur the look of imperfections, smooth any texture. It's gonna help to conceal imperfections, redness, dark spots, everything you gotta cover. The coverage on this is going to be medium, but you can build it up. And I love that it leaves a natural finish on the skin. It's not overly glowy and it's not super matte. It is truly a foundation product that gives you that second skin finish. So as I mentioned, this foundation is powered by skincare, which is the most exciting part about it, because it's not just going to make your skin look good, but it's also going to look good over time as well. So it's compromised by 70% skincare ingredients in here, and it's clinically shown to immediately improve the luminosity and also strengthen the skin while improving the skin's clarity over time. It's also formulated with a gentle free formula, so essentially you can use this every single day, and it also contains over 81% naturally derived ingredients. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of wins with this foundation. It's also available in 36 shades, and it's also suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin. One last thing I want to mention about this foundation is that earlier I said that it blurs the look of imperfections, and that is possible with their photochromic technology, which is a photo-friendly powder that is added actually in the foundation. And what that's doing is adjusting your complexion to the intensity of the light, so your skin is never gonna look washed out. It's gonna blur the imperfections and just give you that skin-like finish to your skin. I really wish you guys could see me in person right now because my skin looks incredible. Like, if it looks good right now on camera, in person it looks so good. So I'm gonna highly recommend this foundation to everyone out there because, as I mentioned, it is suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin. There are 36 shades, which down below there's a link. If you click on there, you can actually shade match yourself online so you can find the perfect shade for you. And it's just a win-win being foundation and skincare in one. That right there alone had me intrigued from the very get-go, because who doesn't want a foundation that's gonna benefit their skin, and not just the day of, but also down the line. So now that we got the foundation down, we're gonna go ahead and pair it with the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, also from Nars. And I'm gonna be using this to simply brighten up any areas. And when I go for more of a daytime look, I prefer more of a medium coverage concealer, so this one is going to pair perfectly with this foundation. I like to pretty much add it to the areas where I want to bring light to, which is normally right at the inside of my eyes. And right here as well to also bring a little bit of light to, and then any extra little areas I want to conceal. And then now I'm gonna go in with this kabuki brush and blend it out. So I'm pretty much just tapping this on top. Has a 16-hour wear has a little bit more of a radiant finish with a 16-hour wear. It's also crease, sweat, transfer, and water resistant. And then whatever's left, I'm just gonna lightly roll it onto my eyelid area to even that out. So fresh. Again, you can still see freckles, you can still see skin coming through. It's not fully covered. It's perfect amount of concealer. I'm actually gonna go in with my ring finger and lightly tap underneath my eyes. I know this may be a little weird to some of you guys, like what is happening over here? This is just kind of taking off the excess amount of concealer that may be on. Sometimes I can get carried away with concealer. Doing this just kind of takes off excess concealer that may be, you know, just kind of sitting on the skin. Now we're gonna go in with some blush, and I'm actually gonna go in with cream blush. You can either go with a liquid blush or a cream blush. I'm gonna hit it with the cream. So I'm gonna be using the shade She's Blushing from Patrick Ta Beauty. I'm gonna be going in with my beauty blender, and I'm actually going to add it onto the actual product. And then from there, I'm gonna just add it onto the apples on my cheeks and then work up. Because I did my foundation with the beauty blender, I wanted to use this because I knew it would melt right into the skin, which is exactly what it did. And for whatever reason, if I went a little bit too heavy on it, it would be easy to blend out with this versus a brush that is completely clean, doesn't have any product. It might lift off the product. So to not disturb what I've already applied on the skin, I thought this was the best tool to use in this case. And I'm just going to tap this over my nose to bring a little bit of color into this area, also the chin. Next, I'm gonna go in with just a very, very little bit of powder and add this into my T-zone area. You can grab any translucent powder of your choice. All we're doing is just setting over what we already applied on. No baking today, just doing a very, very light set. So now that I've gone in with the cream, I'm gonna go in with the powder, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of that blush, but only to the apples of my cheeks. Final thing we gotta do on the skin is add a little bit of a glow. We're gonna be using this Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist from Glow Recipe. This is hydrating and locks in the makeup. So I went ahead and did my brows off camera. This is something that takes me kind of a while to do. I don't have the best brows, but if you have great brows, I highly recommend just going in with the brow gel and doing something very light. For me, I just go in with a brow pomade and a little bit of a brow gel, and that is it. When I also do these daytime looks, I avoid any kind of carving as I feel like it will be a little bit too dramatic. I mean, a little carving's okay, like a very little, but no need to do it. I think it will change the whole look, and that's what we kind of want to steer away from. So now that we have that in, we're gonna do a quick eye look. My favorite is the Transitions palette from Dominique Cosmetics. I'm pretty much gonna go in with caramel and then mocha. So I'm just dusting this on the lid, bringing it out, and that is pretty much it. Again, going from the front all the way to the end, and then once I get right at the end, I'm just dusting it off. I'm gonna go in with this small pointed brush, and I'm pretty much going to create a wing at the very end and a little bit at the front of the eye, and that's it. Just almost adding that extra eyelash to the eye. Then for my eyelashes, I'm gonna be going in with the Rare Beauty mascara. Normally when I go for like a soft daytime look, I actually do quite a lot of mascara because I do have pretty big lashes. But in this case, we're doing just a very small amount. So very, very small amount of mascara is all we need. And lastly, I'm gonna be adding an end lash to the look. The end lash is really going to just finish off the eye look. And the reason it's important to just do a very small amount of mascara is because we want it to match the lashes. When I usually wear a thicker false lash, I go in, like really, really in, so that it's full and it matches the style of the eyelash. And because this is softer and it's kind of on the end, we wanna make sure that it also matches that style. So to keep it going with more of a daytime and light look, I actually avoid putting on any lower lash mascara, which is so weird because I'm somebody who usually loads it up, but I do find that the lower lash mascara on me looks pretty intense because I have really long lower lashes. And again, I don't want to change up the light look. Very similar to how like I didn't want to carve out my eyebrow. Same thing with my bottom lashes. If I put bottom lash mascara, I just find that it takes away that day look. If you're somebody who needs just like a little definition or just something down there, I recommend doing like a clear brow gel or something clear. That way it just adds slight dimension, but it's not adding darkness. And also you don't have to worry about anything smearing either, because we know some mascaras like to run. So for that reason, I'm gonna add a little bit of brow gel to my lower lashes. And this is clear, so we don't have to worry about smudging or anything moving, and it's gonna hold it in place, which is the best part about it. Last thing we're gonna do for this look is add my lip color, and you guys already know I am a lip liner kind of person, so I'm gonna be adding on a slight lip liner and just a gloss, and that is pretty much it. I'm gonna go in with Morphe in Sweet Tea. This is like a natural brown lip liner. The reason I like to add this is to not only add definition, but also a little bit of color and keep my gloss in place. And to finish off my lips, I'm gonna go in with this lifter gloss from Maybelline in the shade Ice 002. That concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to achieve this light makeup look. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and would you rock this look? So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching, and a huge thank you to Nars for working with me again. Be sure to check out the Light Reflective Foundation. I have a link down below where you can shop from. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.